Okay, recording is rolling. So it is Wednesday, February 22nd, and we're gonna finish this Sieve project. So here's what I got from yesterday, the leftover. You guys remember a few days back, I gave you guys a take-home quiz to Friday. And today we're also doing these grade level meetings, talking about cell phone policy. So they just made the announcement before I started the recording to send you guys there, but yeah, everyone here, we're gonna continue on the Sieve project. All right, so see what we got from yesterday, not this out. All right, so you guys got the shell, you guys got some component parts. I was rolling some cylinders with the guys yesterday, and we just started making one of these Sieve layers. You know what you should do is break out that orange model again. All right, so here's the orange model. Okay, so orange model. You guys remember what we're aiming for? So this top Sieve layer here. Sorry, I'm trying to present to two different cameras. Sort of. It's a video recording. There's guys in class. It's kind of an alright angle, right? So it looks like this, right? And so accordion shape. It looks like I cut a bunch of holes in the valleys, right? Notice there's no holes in the mountain peaks. You guys see that? No holes in the mountain peaks, just down in the valleys, right? So when all that sandy treasure settles, right, it's gonna start to separate. Now this one might capture like the large treasure, but then all the sand and small treasure is going to go through down to the layer below. And there's a couple cylinders. Now these cylinders are rolling around, but they're going to be locked in place because when you put this down here, it's got we got these spacers, right? So these are going to go right here. Then you can pitch and push this in here and let it go. Bam, it'll expand and then it'll lock those cylinders in place. Okay. You can like shake this thing. So we're gonna have you guys pour in the sandy treasure right in the middle. You're gonna shake this thing, and it's gonna separate out. You guys saw the layer below had a smaller holes. You should guys well for the video actually. You guys here. There we go. So you guys got a bucket of treasure under your desk. Looks something like this. Okay, got some treasure, got some sand. This is what we're separating out. All right. So you guys got the outer shell from yesterday. We got some cylinders. I had you guys roll well, 6 cylinders in class. Now each of these was a quarter page. So if you take a quarter page, just roll it, throw some glue, press it for about 10 or 20 seconds, boom, cylinder. Okay. So you got 6 of those. Okay. And then I was starting to make these layers with you guys. So I made one yesterday. All right, it's like this. Okay. Let's make 2 more so that you guys will have 3 all together. Now each of these is a hot dog shaped half page. So here, I got a couple here. There's some extra cardstock on your desk if you need extra cardstock. Okay, here, you can take a full page, do a hot dog fold, tear that. Right, you get these long half pages. This is what we're using to make these Sieve layers, right? Yeah, it's gonna be matched. Okay. So I need 16ths. Each one of these folds is like a 16th of the way across. So as I was going along yesterday, I was finding better techniques to put this together. So you guys what I found by the end of the day yesterday. Okay. So how do you get 16ths? Well, there's halves. There's quarters. There's eighths. Of course, every time you fold it, it gets thicker and a little bit harder to fold. So 16ths, a good way to do it is to fold this down like this. Okay, and then fold it back the other way. Yeah, you're pretty close to 16ths right there. Boom. Okay. Now, not all the creases are in the correct direction for the full accordion shape, but they're the locations they need to be. So pull this thing out, okay, and then I'm just going to go back and forth, make an accordion. Right. Oh, looks like that one needed to fold back the other way that it from what it originally was, and just back and forth, accordion style. Boom. That's going to be a Sieve layer. Now I just need 1 more of these. And so another hot dog shaped half page. Fold in half. Fold that in half to make quarter. Fold that in half to make 8. Okay, and then pull this down in front and pull this into the back. And now you got 16. Boom. 16s. Okay. Pull those apart. Now I need to go back and forth, make it proper accordion shape. Back, forth, back, forth. Okay, this one needs to go backwards. Right, boom. That's 16s right there. Now I have 3 of these layers. I tell you what, if you're really ambitious and you want a bit more specific separation, you can do a 4th layer. Now, if you do a 4th layer, you need 2 more cylinders and another one of these accordion layers, right? But I'm just going to take you guys through this. So with these sub layers, I'm going to have you guys cut large, medium, and small size holes. I think that's sufficient for this particular cup of treasure right here. All right, large, medium, small size holes. So get these all oriented the same way. Remember, you're only cutting holes in the valleys, right? You're only cutting holes in the valleys, not the mountain peaks. Okay? So here, pick up one of these, and maybe this could be the top layer. Now the top layer is going to have large holes. Okay, and the way I'm looking at this, see, it looks like a here. It starts off like an M rather than a W, right? If you start it this way, it's like a W. This way, it's like an M. I'm gonna hold this like where it starts like an M and it finishes like an M, right? M rather than W. Okay, and I want to cut holes in the valleys that way. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my large holes. Make some incisions and then go back and cut the rest of those. Okay, so the large holes should be large enough to let most everything through, but small enough to capture the largest pressure, maybe like the largest bead. Boom. All right, now go back, cut the rest of these out. Boom. All right, there's the large hole layer. Now I do still need to glue the spacers underneath, but I'll save that for a later step. Let me top all these shards right here. All right, medium sized holes in this one, so put this upside down so I can make sure the holes are in the valleys. All right, this one's gonna have the medium sized holes. So that one. All right. So there's some medium sized holes. Right? And the last layer, flip this upside down and you put some small holes. So anything that makes it down to this layer is just going to be like the sand and maybe a few tiny treasures. So I'd like to capture the tiny treasures and let the sand go through.
No, we weren't. But, oh, we lived in the house. The house that was still up in which, you know, had to do with the rest of the years. Yeah, they lived over there. And, I thought it was actually kind of insane. Parents had a choice for me. School, some of them were made there. Might have to go.
All right. Got three different size full sieves. Okay, now I need to get those feet so that I can glue them into place. Okay, now each of those, we'll show you guys the model again. Here's like the model of what we're going for. I got to glue these feet spacers here. Okay. Now each one of these is a quarter of a quarter page. So I've got this quarter page left over from yesterday. I'll fold this into its own quarters and then tear it along those lines so I can use this as spacers. Now I'm going to need 6 of those pieces. Of course, I can make 4 with a quarter page. So then I'll need a couple more after that. Right. That half. This half. Boom. There's a quarter of a quarter right there. So that is 1/16 of the original paper. Same thing here. Boom. And well, I'm gonna need 6 altogether. So got another quarter page I have to the side. If you want from yesterday, you can use that obviously. If you run out of materials, or there's more cardstock on your desk, so you can always scratch too. Okay. Just need a few more quarters, a couple more quarters here. Oh, there we go. So now I have 6 of these small rectangles, a quarter of a quarter. So do a hamburger fold, hamburger fold, hamburger fold, hamburger fold, hamburger fold. There we go. Make it so. Okay. And then I need to glue these each on the underside of each of these sieve layers. So I'm gonna flip this over. Great. Remember these holes are in the valley, but this is just upside down now. And then throw a line of glue right here and right here. A little bit of glue, just enough. Those right here, those right here. All right, press that. Boom. Flip layer. Right. Now go to the medium size. Line of glue. Line of glue. Point. Point. Press those together. Boom, 2 sieve layers. A third one. Flip this guy upside down. Line of glue. Line of glue. Point. And point. And there's the top sieve layer. All right, so now all we got to do is snap this together and pour in the sand. That's that. So this shape should be actually pretty close to a square. Let's see exactly what is the various dimensions. So this box looks about 11 centimeters wide by 11 centimeters. Okay, so it's basically a square, right? 11 by 11 centimeters. And each of these cylinders is also 11 centimeters long. Okay, so really any orientation. So throw this down here and here. All right, make sure it's working on both cameras. So you guys in class see a couple cylinders down there. If you're watching this video at home, boom, a couple cylinders. There you go. You guys see that? Okay. Now I'm going to take the sieve layer with the small holes. This one's going on the bottom. Okay. You're gonna press this together, and these feet are gonna force those cylinders to stay separated. So put this down here just like this. Put that in there. Let it expand. Show you guys the path right there. Let's like expand. Boom, just like that. There you go. Sit there like that. Okay. Now, one of the steps is you need to be like shaking this around, right? Because you need to shake all that treasure sand so it separates. Right? But those cylinders are locked in place. Locked in place. Next layer, a couple more cylinders. Put them points like that. Right, you guys see that? And now the medium pole sieve layer. Okay. Press this together, pour it in stop. Okay. These peak spacers are going to separate those cylinders. Right from there, let it expand. And now those cylinders are locked in place. I have to stretch this. Bring it wall to wall there. Okay. And the final 2 cylinders. Right there, right there. And the top sieve layer, which is has the largest holes. That right there. Boom, expands. It's like that. That's it. All right. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah, you need a, here, you need this shape. Yeah, you can turn this into an accordion. Yeah. All right. Yeah, keep going, half, half, half. Until finally that's a 16. Yeah, and when you get those creases in place, then you can pull it apart and just go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, take a, yeah, there you have. All right. So last thing I need to do is put this thing out, see how well it works. So here's my sandy treasure. All right, so for the video, there we go, sandy treasure. I'm gonna pour this right in the middle. Because right, the walls, so it'll follow the bottom. All right. Ooh, there we go. Now I'm gonna press the walls so that this thing stays pretty well contained. Take this around a little bit. Ooh, look at that. All the big treasures are on top. If you try your own and you see a couple of treasures that you want to keep, you can keep some treasures. But let's take this layer out and see what's beneath. Right. So it's a layer down. Ooh, I got some sand and some small treasures here. Take out these cylinder spaces. Check this some more. And look at there. I got like some medium size and small size treasures, medium small treasures, and the sand pretty well went down to the layer beneath it. Okay, and then okay, so okay, keep doing that. Okay. So once you guys have your sieve put together and you test it out, because everybody has a cup of treasure sand in front of them, then right. Again, if there's a couple of little plastic treasures you guys want to keep, that's all right. But then put whatever's left over, please do pour back into those cups. So yeah, if you got any leftover sand, here, let me demonstrate that for you guys to pull it all apart. Because I'm using the same treasure sand all day. All this. Okay, so I'm using the same treasure sand in all my classes. So everything that's left over, just yeah, please do pour back into the cup. Looks like I'm doing right here. Actually, probably mix it up first. Let me do that. Mix it up first. There we go. A matter of time.
So all this is done.
Oh, just like that. All right. So I'll give you guys some points in the grade book for making the sieve and trying it out.